GameStop update here on the 5th. So GameStop with a huge move on Friday, and I'm sure that the holders of this stock are ready for it to take off and have another short squeeze like 2020. But is it going to? That's the question. I'm going to go over in this chart. So here on the monthly chart, if you look at this whole move, the squeeze right here, it went to the 1.61 fib, pretty close. I guess it's a little bit off now on the log chart, but maybe on the regular chart it went to it. No, on the regular chart it went way past it. So on the log chart it was pretty close to the 1.61 fib overall. And then we get the consolidation for the last 4 years. So I have this labeled as A or 1, B or 2, or C or 3. And then the consolidation, this is the part that is a tough part to read. Well, it's not really tough to read, but it's more complicated than most stocks. And what I noticed here the most is that it just bounced off the monthly 200-day moving average, or monthly simple moving average, at about $10 back in April of this year. And we got a nice pop from here. This is what I think is going on. You also have this monthly demand down here at $2 to $5. Not that that matters right now, just for the record. And then you also have a monthly supply zone between 21.78 and 25.05. I think that's where it's headed right now. Let me zoom in here now. You have some resistance right here as well with the moving averages. You have the 20 and the 50 up here. So we go to the weekly time frame. And actually, let's go to the daily. This literally just hit the daily supply zone right here. You can see it pretty clearly. Hit it. So if I was holding this, I would expect maybe a little bit of a back off here. It actually has backed off a little bit. And then probably one more move higher. This is the monthly supply zone between 21.80 and 25.25. And so I think looking at this chart, it's easier to see on the weekly. I think that this big drop was definitely an A wave down. You don't get a big move from 122 to $10 without it being an impulse move. And it was quick too. So that's definitely an A wave. And then I could say, oh, well, this is finished, but I don't think so because you get a big move back up here to $88. That's got to be an impulse move. So that's got to be an A wave too. This can't be A, B. So that's an A wave. And I think that right now you're just in a long, drawn out B wave, some kind of maybe falling wedge / triangle. You can see here I have it labeled based on this. I have it labeled like ABC here. This one's kind of iffy, but ABC right here. And then you get A, B, C. And I think we're in the middle of an ABC move. You can see here, this is clearly a B wave. We're on the C wave higher right now. So I think that once you get up here, it's going to be another sell, and you're going to get another ABC move down. Probably back down here, maybe to a lower low. Potentially down to here. You could potentially get it down to here. Maybe it'll hold the B wave or the A wave right here. But you can see if this is A right here and this is C, then you would expect it to be going to somewhere lower, and you have monthly demand down here. So don't be surprised if it does something like this. But I can also see it holding $10. It actually has pretty good fundamentals. I don't know the exact fundamentals, but it has pretty good fundamentals. So maybe it won't break below $10. So I would expect an E wave down after that. And then after that, I think you're going to get a squeeze again. So this takes about 7 months. This might come into like right after the election, maybe sometime in 2025. And then I would expect a squeeze to complete the overall C wave of the B wave. So this overall is a big long B wave, and then you get the C wave higher like that. But the thing is, that's not the end of it. That is just the B wave of consolidation, and then I would expect a C wave lower after that. So the whole thing is who knows when this would be, maybe sometime in like late 2020s. And then you could potentially look for more upside after that. We're going way out in the future. I'm projecting and just going over projections that who knows. But let's just zoom in here now and take a look at a smaller time frame so you know what the most likely scenario is from here. You can see it's definitely an impulse wave right here. Definitely an impulse. Could it be finished here? It could be, because you're looking at anything from the 0.61 fib, which it broke, all the way up to the 1.61 fib. So the max I see this going is at 27 bucks. That's the max. But again, this monthly supply zone right here is going to be a magnet. So I think this is more than likely a third wave, sometime somewhere in the middle of a third wave. I'm not going to go on lower time frames to figure it out. Hit daily supply, you got monthly supply right up here. And so I would be looking to sell this right on this parallel line between here, sell covered calls, buy protected puts, whatever you're doing if you own this stock, and get ready for more chop and lower. That's what it looks like to me. Is it possible that this is finished already? I don't think so, because I don't see this as a ending C wave right here. So I think that this makes the most sense. I think a falling wedge or some kind of triangle down here lower makes the most sense. It's definitely a complicated chart, and I think that they're just going to play games with the holders for a while, just because when you get a move from 62 cents all the way up to $129 in less than a year, it'll take years to get to new highs. Especially when it's a short squeeze like this, it's going to be a lot of chop and a lot of moving back and forth in order to get it back down. It literally has to consolidate. You can see here there's a gap right here. Or maybe there's not a gap there. That's just a big monthly supply zone. So that's pretty much the breakdown for GameStop. Look to sell between 21.80 and 25.06. Max is up here at 27.43. And look for another chop and down over the next probably year after that. And then you can look for a short squeeze. It would actually be a great entry on this next chop down. Right now, it's still a pretty good entry too, I guess. If you're looking to get up to 22 bucks, that's still another like 40%. So we'll see if it plays out. That's my analysis on GameStop. You're holding the monthly moving averages. That monthly 200 is very important. And so I'd probably just use the monthly moving averages right now. You can see here the top one is the 50 at 25.74. I don't think we're going to get through those this time. On the weekly, you also have one here at 25.47. On the daily, you're above all the moving averages. That's definitely bullish, but you got to look at the monthly and weekly moving averages. All right, that's it for this one. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe if you like the content, and I will catch you in the next one.